depending on how big your hair tie is. Use your thumb and your finger. Another one. Another one. If you're going to be having a problem with this, you can make it shorter. You can pleat from hair to hair, then start arranging when you put it on the head. I tie my gele myself. So to avoid being stressed, just do it this way. Then place it on the edge of the hair. But if the hair is rough, bring it forward here, so that when you are done and you pull it back, it straighten the edges. So because this hair is already made and a bit fine, I'm going to be putting it just on the edge here. Now, if it was 70-30, I would have said you put the short one on top of the long one. But since it is equal, you just fold at the back. Be mindful of this edge so that it doesn't fold like this while you are putting it in. Okay? So straight like this. Now please hold. So this is the foundation of every gele. You must pleat first before you do any other thing. Okay? So because the style we are doing is just very simple, you will twist as much as you can and bring it to the middle. Then you twist here as well. And bring it to the middle. If this hair tie was longer, you would have had much left here. Now with the much you have, after making your knot, after tying it, you have the liberty of making something like an umbrella. With what you have here, you just spread it. But this is actually the simplest you can make. After doing it this way, you can use your pin to hold it. This is presentable, it's something you can go out with, no matter how it is. Because you have your pleats and it is tight enough, then the back here, you just fold it in and hold it with your pin so that it doesn't unravel. If it's not tight enough, you can tighten it as much as it's comfortable for you. Okay, that's taken. Okay. Should I make this style again? It's a longer hair tie.
I'm just coming, so you start afresh. I'm sorry.
It's okay. So because this one is big, you can see it is double, it is full. So you just fold into 2 equal halves. Then the pleats I mentioned. Now, if you don't want to tie that knot here, you can pleat by the side so that it will turn to this place. Like if you fold the longer one, it will go this way. Okay, let me tie it like that. The number of pleats you make depends on the space you want behind. If you want the hair to be completely covered, you make fewer pleats. But if you want the hair to be open a bit at the back, you make more so that you have less remaining hair. I would advise that when you when you try it out, use a smaller hair tie and something that is less strong, so that it won't give you too much problem. Okay, now with this, you ensure that the hair will be open at the back. So now I have long and short. So like I said, the short will be on top of the long one. Sorry. The short one will be on top of the long one. See, look. In case your pleats are not well placed, you can arrange them by yourself after placing them on the head. Make sure it is firm so it doesn't unravel. Then now having this hair, I advise that you learn to tie your tie without office pin, so that in case you get to somewhere you don't have that, you'll be able to do something. But there are styles that you can't make without office pin. So you just choose based on fold it. You just choose based on what's available for you. Is it tight enough? Okay. Now with this, like I mentioned, the back here, you still fold it in any way you can, and hold it with a pin, or fold it properly and you have it set down. Please pay attention to this side like I mentioned earlier. Make sure it's not folding backwards. I didn't pay attention to that place when I was trying to tie it. Okay, this is what it says. So this is very simple and beautiful. So you can use it for any.
So you're blushing like this.
Then, like I was saying, if this was in the middle here, you could use this like this. You have something like an umbrella spread like this. So you hold it on the two edges or the two extremes. If you want, you could also make something like a rose with it. You still pin it. Can you see it?
Yes.
You still pin it and just make it small and fine too. Okay? So that's it. Can I unravel? Okay. This is the first style of the second one. Sorry.
Any modeling allowance.
Okay. The second style. Okay, why are you doing that? Sorry. Usually the base of this is the pleat, but in case you want to do a different style, let's say,
So you can put on the gun and tie it.
Sure, you can, but you be mindful of your edges so the ribbon doesn't pull out. Because if you use ribbon, it will make the hair tie not too different. You can just easily slide. So what most people do is, if they want to use ribbon, they move it to the middle, tie the hair tie here on the edge, but make sure that the tail comes out. But if you put it on the edge here, as it slides backwards, your hair tie will be going with it. Yes. Okay, starting the pleats again. I want to tie from the back to get a V here in front. Remember, the measurement for this one is 50-50. So you have this. Can you see? Alright, hold it. Yes, just hold it. Now, with what you have here, you can choose to make this the old pattern of register that people usually make. If not, excuse me, if not, you can go ahead to make a twist here in front. Just hold the two V's. If not, you can go ahead to make a twist here. With the twist, you see that the V is still intact. So you don't push this one over here and you lose this. What did they say?
This side.
And while you're at it, you make sure you're not using the back of your hair tie. If not, you have different colors. Different colors. The back is usually a little darker than the front. So you pay attention to that. Then, like I mentioned, before you use this place, you fold it in. Fold it in, hold it up. Now if I had a pin, I would have pinned it down here and pinned it here to avoid having any space in between. So hold it up, then no worry, keep making your pleats. Keep making your pleats gradually. You make sure that any pleat you make gets to the end. Don't do a pleat halfway. If not, you have unnecessary space and it will unravel in the end. Using your two hands. Is it blocking you? No. Using your two hands, or your two fingers rather, from down to the top, down to the top, just like that. Now I'll finish this piece. Can you see? This setter is not very strong, but it can still give you something beautiful. by the side.
Shift your hand.
Okay. Okay. Now this side, you do the same thing that you did there. Folding the first side in. Then you still continue like this, making your pleat from top to bottom.
But you cannot use the big head to do it.
This is big header. If it's fine, go ahead with it. You can. See this one. Have you seen? So you have that and you have this too. Wajidekwa side that just like you're holding that space. Now making your knot at the back, so long as these two ends are intact, you have nothing to fear. But if you don't hold it down, you lose this thing you just did. Make away and so make sure it's firm. Then now with this with this, if I had my pin here, I would have held it here in the middle. If I hold it here in the middle, everything will just be uniform. You will not be seeing this space here. So holding it here, if you want, you can push it backward a little.
But it's okay like that.
It's okay here. It's just based on choice. So having this now, she looks like she's having a track today.
Yeah.
So this is the second one.
Let me see my face. Jealousy.
Okay. So can I use it?
No, please.
Then, please try to turn around. Let them see your back. This thing here is not supposed to be like this.
Okay.
That was what I was saying earlier. You just try to fold it neatly. If it refuses to stay, you can use pin to hold it somewhere. But don't let it stay like this, like an arrow. It won't be nice. Just put it in. Then if you have so much here too, you can use needle to hold it in place so it doesn't look shabby. Alright, thank you.
But if you want to cover all your hair,
If you want to cover all your hair,
Using your plates.
when you're pleating, you reduce the number of pleats so you have more materials remaining.
okay,
Then instead of folding it inward, you pull it up
okay,
and pin it there to cover everything at the back. Then if this head tie were to turn around, you pull it backwards to cover instead of folding upwards. Do you understand what I just said?
yes.
No. Sorry, turn again. Okay. Now, if I tied this thing from the front,
Okay.
not from the back, this thing would have been facing down
Down,
here.
yes.
So if you want it open,
Okay.
you push it like this,
Okay.
reversed. But if you want it closed, ebon on elu, you pull it down,
Down,
and
okay.
pin it,
Pin it,
to cover the whole head.
Sure.
Alright, move on.
You'd have told me that Mama look up.
Hey, this one is yellow at least.
The gold is
Gold.
golden. Yeah.
Alright. I didn't want to do this one because it's not part of the preliminary stage. I just decided to do it as a bonus.
Thank
Thank
Alright.
you.
Thank you. Which other style should I make as the third one?
Zara Cap.
No, I'm going to do that. It's
Okay.
part of it. It's part of it.
She said which other style with this?
With the gele.
Nke mere bụ esi na again.
Ma?
Nke mere bụ again ka na
Fan.
fan.
Fan require different methods.
Okay.
Fan now you should tie it from the front too. then pleat like that, and you still have it round fan.
Okay.
But this fan now is not round because it has space in the middle. So which other style should we make? Okay, since we are out of style, let's.
You should know better.
I had the styles of mine. I don't know if I forgot them or something. I had them. I had pictures too that I wanted to post in the group, so don't forget it. But I had a very long list. Okay, let's keep this for now. When the time comes, we'll do it again. Thank you. As we go, sorry, don't go. Let's do Zara. Zara scarf first. And this is called Mako. Mako, yes. Some call it fiber. You can buy it from shoemakers or people that sell shoe accessories. You can also use carton.
Carton.
You can also use carton, but make sure that the carton is strong. Yes.
Carton.
Now with your carton, when you want to tie a Zara scarf, as you lay it here or maybe on your lap, depends on the style you want to tie, just like the gele. If you want, you can put it in the middle, do a 50-50. If you want, you can put it here, but we'll tie the two of them, middle and this place. When you put it in, you fold this up. After folding it up, if this color were very bright, you will be seeing the traces of the black Mako here. So if you have such bright colors, I'd advise that you pull it in, like fold twice. As you fold it like this, you pull this end over what you folded. Pull this end over what you folded. Now this is the front. If you don't pull that end, you will not get this line here. And if it is covered like this, if it is like this, you will not get the Mako vibe. Sorry, the Zara vibe. Okay? So don't forget, pull this over it and fold it. That's the rotor. Now Zara scarf or Zara cap is supposed to go from the forehead to the back of the forehead. It's not supposed to be worn like a scarf. It's supposed to be like a cap. So it's supposed to be like this. Alright. Hold your sides. Is it tight enough? Alright. These edges, you push them in. Because it is a cap, a scarf rather, that's why it's coming out. So when you push them in like this, your cap is set. If you are Madam Uche Macmillan, you can leave this one hanging like this and go your way. But if you are not, you make a rose at the back. Sit this way. Let's turn the seats. Okay. Make a rose at the back. When you are making a rose, you start from one edge. This is going to be in the middle, or you can still add it to what you are doing, but to avoid having a very thick consistency, you do it like this. Keep going with this, follow the edges. Are you seeing how it's forming? Follow the edges. When you follow the edges, you will get something like pleat too. This edge, you come under what you've already made. Keep going like that. If you are not able to follow the edges, just place your hand in the middle here and keep rolling. You can choose to push this into it or use a pin to hold it. Now this one here, you can make a small rose with it or just push it in too. If this hair tie was firm, you would have had something like this, which is still okay.
Supervisor.
So this is your rose at the back. You can choose to do a bow. You can choose to do a bow. Okay, let's try making the bow. Hold your edges together. Hold your edges together like this. Then this one here, you pin it down. You pin it down. Then, sorry, your head will pain you soon. If I had a pin, I would have just held it here and that would be it. Then spread it. Abby?
Alright, let me hold it.
Okay, for the sake of this class, we are just using this. Okay?
That's not the right thing to do.
Yes, please. Use office pin. Office pin. And this is not supposed to be here. You just put it in. Yes. Put it in. Now, you already have this. If you want your bow to be small, still put the edges in. If not, spread them out. Do you understand? So, since this is going to be a small bow, it's going to be like this. Now, when you are done with your Zara Cap band, you don't want it like this. Come. And you don't want it like this. You can pull it out. Then wear it again.
Oh no, that's not good.
You can pull it out, wear it again. It will make your rose, your bow rather, to come upward and you not have it down there. Now if you have a brooch, something like this, a brooch that matches the color of what you are doing, please. If you have a brooch, something like this, you can choose to, the color that matches here, you can choose to just pin it here.
Yes, so.
You can choose to just pin it there.
Yes, so.
If you don't want, if you want it plain, it's still very okay. Very, very okay. So this is it. I'll not be teaching us how to make a brooch today, but we'll get to learn some other time. So this is it.
It's more productive to you.
Okay. I said I was going to try it in the middle too, not just by the side. So this one, the measurement will be 50-50 instead of 70-30.
That first one is 70.
70-30. To get that long end you use for your Many people make the mistake of wearing their Zara like a scarf. Tie it like this, looking like a native doctor.
I'm again.
Alright, hold your edges. Jollof rice. Okay. Don't forget.
Sorry, it shouldn't go down like this.
It shouldn't be downwards, yes. Your cap should be above this table part here. Should be above it always. That's why after tying it, you remove it and place it properly. Now since I have two equal parts, I turn around again. I can choose to do anything I want with this. Creativity is the heart of this work. There's no compulsory procedure on how to do it or what to do with what you have. So long as it's beautiful and it can. Now if you choose to make a bow with this, it can go, but it will not be fine because that part you used to cover the middle will not be there. So the best you can do here is either you make a fan you make your pleats. This one too. You keep the both of them rolling. Wherever it stops, you just pin it. Okay? Make sure the work is neat so that it doesn't, and try not to put everything in so that you have something sizable at the back that would also be beautiful. Sorry, I didn't come with my office pin. So having this is not a rose, but it looks like one. So you can just use it, pin it in, and that's it. Okay.
Can you use this type of paper and that I'm putting on to it?
Yes, I'm going to use it. Sorry, ma'am. I'm going to use it. It's still the same procedure. This is Ankara. Still the same procedure. Whenever I'm tying with this, I prefer to do 70-30 so that I'll have something remaining I can use at the back. Yes. So I hope this is not confusing on how to make this. Make sure you have space here.
Space where?
Here. Here. This is where you keep on the head. If you don't have this space, you will not be able to achieve this standing part. If you have it straight like this, there's nothing left. But if you fold it in, then you have this. Now this does not give you the liberty to undo, like tie, remove and wear back because it's soft. So what you do is you be careful when you are tying it and make sure that everything is going the way it should. Fold your sides, please. Still that same thing. You keep going round, but you make sure that this one is not showing. You keep going round. If you can't get that shape, just put your hand on top of it and roll behind your hand. You're not supposed to see the back of your material. So it's either you put this somewhere or you still pin it down. The use of or the importance of office pin cannot be overemphasized. You need it. So when you have your office pin, you hold it down and you have this